And we are back. Welcome to the GSAC tournament. We are here in Game 4 between these two great players. Up in the top right, the Orange Terran DDRChamp. And in the bottom right, the Pink Terran player, Bemusicality. So we've seen some really nice games out of both these players. Right now, Bemusicality is up 2-1 in the series, so he would have to lose the next 2 games straight if DDRChamp would take this whole game. This whole match, I should say. Yeah, so it's going to be a great game. I am casting over the replay of this because apparently when I did it live, I lost the audio to it somehow. So, but that was a while ago, so I don't really remember what happens. So it should be interesting. Good refresher for me. So let's see what's going on. Both these players opting not... Oh, actually, DDRChamp, I'm not quite sure what he's going to do, if he's going to put down a barracks or go command center first. I was going to say, yeah, both these players not opting to do command center first, which on this map will be pretty safe. I think it's the largest map in the map pool. And your base over here currently, there's no ways to get to it, so it's a very safe base, and you can only get to it through the air, which is a pretty late game sort of unit, although Oracle builds are very popular on this map. But that's, I mean, you can defend against that pretty easy if you know it's coming. So yeah, we'll see what happens. DDRChamp looking to get gas first here into the barracks, so he could go right into factory once he gets 100 gas, and that would line up nicely with when the barracks ends. Bemusicality got his gas a little bit later just for the Reaper. Could go into a factory soon though. Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that. He has to wait a little bit. He's probably going to throw down some sort of reactor or tech lab instead. But yep, straight into factory for DDRChamp. And I really like this in TVT especially, just because of how prevalent tanks are in this matchup and how useful they are. If you can get an early tank advantage, that goes a long way in this game. So we'll see what happens. DDRChamp is supply block, but he's fixing it. Reaper coming out now. It's going to scout the correct way. Another SCV over here looking to scout horizontally, which is a little bit interesting. Or maybe he just wants to check for proxy stuff in the middle of the map, because in a 4-player map, you obviously don't know where your opponent spawns, so when people do proxy barracks and stuff, they'll put it right in the middle of the map, so it doesn't matter which corner they spawn. So we'll see if this Reaper can get any damage done. It looks like command center is going to be thrown down here relatively shortly. Switching the barracks and factory now to make the siege tanks. Second gas on the way as well. Let's see how much this Reaper gets done. There's only 1 Reaper versus 1 Marine though, and that lets a Reaper win the fight if microed correctly. But it looks like for now, Reaper will he get away? It's gonna be pretty tight. I mean, this Marine should be able to intercept it by going this way. No, gotta think ahead. Oh my god, the Reaper's gonna get out. So, good micro there by Bemusicality. Saving that. Siege tank on the way. I would really like to see a starport come down here as well for DDRChamp. Just so he can look, yep, there it is. Just so he can look to start pushing soon, because there's early siege tank pushes, but normally you want to medevac with it. Just for the extra healing. And also the potential drop. But second base already taken for Bemusicality, so he's ahead economically. But he is behind tech-wise. His factory's just now getting started. Army supply right now, 5-5. So, as you can see, DDRChamp has not been producing out of his barracks or factory now for some time. I guess he's saving up for that other command center. So both these players, just playing fairly standard right now. Nothing too crazy going on. Does DDRChamp scout at all? No, so he has no idea where Bemusicality is, which is why this SCV is going the wrong way. Reaper's going to poke in. It's probably going to get taken out pretty quick. Actually, he could get this SCV... yeah. He's going to get this SCV taken down the command center, and that's really annoying. Especially if if DDRChamp doesn't scout it very quickly, but he's already got an SCV down here, so he should be fine. Just needs to tell it to go there. I don't know where he's going. 2 SCVs just chilling. Siege tank here could be more on the edge so that they could prevent people running up the ramp. 2 medevacs coming out here. for DDRChamp. Still looking standard. Definitely needs to restart the spike up though. I'm not quite sure what he's doing, why he's not starting that up. Maybe he didn't realize that the SUV died. But yep, right now Bemusicality is just macroing like he used to. Oh, third base here actually for DDRChamp. That's pretty risky considering that he still has no idea where his opponent is or what he's up to. So that's pretty risky. And obviously make sure you finish this one before you start this one. But yeah, at least he's moving his units down here to defend it, so that's good. I would definitely, well actually he just found out where his opponent is, but I would say definitely put someone on this intercepting path like in the middle of your bases, so you have an idea of when Bemusicality's army is moving out. But actually Bemusicality taking a third of his own, so good scout by him with that Reaper. He saw the third command center from DDRChamp, and instead of attacking he decided, you know, I'm not ready to attack, so I'm just going to throw down a third of my own because I know my opponent is not going to be moving out here. Reaper might actually see this drop, but it's not going to get there for a long time because of the route it's going, so just changing course now. SAV did get taken out. But yeah, let's see. Worker count 23 to 42 though, and already that's telling me that Bemusicality's macro is just so good. His income, oh, this is a big supply block apparently. His income is just, oh, you know, way ahead of DDRChamp. In the early game, that matters a lot. So he's really macroing very well. DDRChamp needs to make sure that he's always building SUVs, and isn't building anything right now. I'm not quite sure what he's up to. He still hasn't. Oh, he just put an SUV back on this one. This base is done, so I'm not quite sure where his medevac went down to. I'm not quite sure what happened. Oh, there it is. So 2 siege tanks here. They have to be careful. You definitely don't siege because they're just gonna get picked off. I mean, these are expensive units, and yeah, you're gonna get a couple SUV kills, but it's gonna get cleaned up so quickly. I really don't think it's worth it. Although he did take 1 siege tank down, but since you're siege, you can't lift them and just, like, he should have put them down, lifted them, and then just left. But he's deciding not to do that. And like, he did a little bit of damage, but for the price of 2 siege tanks, I don't know if it was good enough. Oh, a little bit of lag coming in here. So as this game continues, Bemusicality, like, he had SUVs to lose, so I think he's gonna be just fine, doubling his opponent's supply right now. DDRChamp not producing a single thing, and his reaches are out of control. He's just gonna tap out here, and you know, I don't blame him for doing this. You know, especially, I mean, he's had to sit through a couple games now, and you know, once after you play for a while, you really start to get tired, and you just know that you're behind. You know, it's easy to just tap out. So I don't blame him for doing this, but congratulations to Bemusicality. He definitely proved that he is the better player in this matchup. So congratulations to him, and I hope you guys enjoyed this match, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.